welcome back to the Zenjutsu Dojo. I'm Malia Warholic.
And I'm Dr. Chris Warholic. And today we're going to have a discussion about how to breathe. Seems pretty simple. Simple, but it's very important in terms of our meditation practice. So the objectives will be as follows. We're going to describe diaphragmatic breathing.
We're going to provide evidence for diaphragmatic breathing.
We're also going to demonstrate this technique.
We are also going to describe Buddha's breathing meditation.
And finally, last but not least, we're going to teach you a new exercise called One Word, One Breath. So, words of wisdom from Amit Ray in Om Chanting and Meditation. If you want to conquer the anxiety of life, live in the moment, live in the breath. Words to live by.
Squeaks to live by.
My chair's a little squeaky today, so bear with us. Okay, on diaphragmatic breathing, Malia's going to demonstrate. So you assume the sitting meditation posture, shoulders back. You put your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your abdomen over your belly button. You take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you do so, you expand your abdomen. So you have to over-exaggerate this at first. Note that your left hand moves in and out and your right hand doesn't move much at all. So at the end of the breath, you push out as much air as possible, and you contract your abdominal muscles, almost like a sit-up, but not quite. Then finally what you do is you continue doing this, and you'll bring your focus or concentration or awareness from your hands to your breath. And then what you'll do is you'll actually bring your attention to, on the in-breath, in through the nose, so you feel it at your nostrils, and out through your mouth. You can start out by counting slowly, say up to 10 and then back down to 1. And you'll do this breathing practice at a rate of approximately 8 to 12 breaths per minute. And do it at whatever rate you need to get the technique down, because it's very important. Once you're proficient, you can do this technique in any position, sitting, standing, taking it off the cushion, bring it into your daily life. So the evidence for controlled breathing is as follows. It's been proven scientifically to decrease stress levels, so it helps to balance out your autonomic nervous system. In actuality, the in-breath, you have a higher sympathetic or fight and flight tone. On the out-breath, you have a higher parasympathetic or rest and relaxation tone. If you can control those things and ultimately bring down your fight and flight tone, it can increase your heart health in addition to improve your circulatory system health. It's known that chronic sympathetic drive, that fight and flight drive, increases your blood sugar, it increases your blood pressure, has all kinds of bad downstream effects. This technique can also decrease your anxiety. It adjusts the pH in your body. So if you've ever had a panic attack, when you breathe too quickly, you make your body alkalotic. So that alkalotic state means it's less acidic. And that's what causes your fingers to tingle, your lips to tingle. It causes that dissociated closing in feeling. So it's a good technique to have, slowing your breathing down. This technique also helps improve lung function, and it decreases the risk of pneumonia. It will, in essence, detoxify your body. On a short term, it gets rid of the CO2, and it also helps your lymphatic flow. In the long term, it helps decrease all kinds of downstream negative hormones.
It also improves your happiness and mental clarity. It boosts your energy and balances your blood sugar. And it is a natural pain reliever. It boosts endorphins.
Exactly, endorphins, right?
Endorphins.
Excellent, that's a hard one to say. So it also helps in digestion. With a balanced autonomic nervous system, you will also improve your vagal tone. And your vagal tone is really the vagus nerve is the only nerve that comes from your brain directly to your body. It doesn't go through your spine. And that's that nerve that you feel when you feel that sense of panic. You feel it through here, or that sense of impending doom, or even love. You feel it in through here. And we'll talk about that during a different presentation. But your vagus nerves make your organs happy or frightened. So this technique finally also decreases cortisol and increases melatonin, which helps with antioxidants in your body. So let's give it a try real quick and sit in the proper posture. Right hand on chest, left hand on your belly. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Pushing out as much air as possible. Don't forget to tighten your abdomen. And you feel your abdomen go in and out, and your chest moves very little. Then you bring your awareness from your hands to your nares on the in-breath and your mouth on the out-breath. And then eventually you can expand your awareness. And that's sort of where we set off on our adventure of meditation, starting focus on one thing and expanding ourselves to other things and expanding our awareness. Once again, taking ourselves from the left brain, which is always thinking, to the right brain, which is experiential. So from Buddha's perspective, the meditation on the breath is the most important meditation. So breath is a life force, and it connects us to all other beings. It's really sort of our universal nature of all living things. Whether you're rich or poor, man, woman, Christian or Muslim, we all got to breathe, right? So Buddha recommended, however, not having specific techniques of breathing, but just to focus your awareness on the natural rhythms of breathing. He tried altered breathing, but he found that it was not effective, and but it did help him discover the middle way, and the middle way is really the way in which he found enlightenment, which is the middle way is the state between deprivation and self-indulgence. So he also focused on things such as the breathing cycle and the breath body, and the fact that it's a symbol for life, and also the elements that it contained. But we can once again discuss that in one of the many other presentations that we're going to do for you in the future. So very important. So I'll demonstrate Buddha's breathing meditation, or Malia will demonstrate that for us. So first,
You need a quiet place.
sorry, my chair's still squeaky a bit. Maybe you can't hear that. Then you sit in meditation posture, and you perform some natural diaphragmatic breathing. Not exaggerated, not too little, not too much. And you just allow for the rhythms of your breath. Your hands are on your lap, palms up, right hand on left, and your thumbs touching. You close your eyes or keep them half open. If they're open, you want them to have a relaxed focus. Don't focus on anything, because that uses up too much of your brain. You're activating portions of your brain, so you can't really, it keeps you in a distracted state. Then what you do is you bring your awareness to the breath, going in and out. You count at the end of each breath, up to 10, and then down to 1. And then, after that, you can settle on a primary object, whether that be a breath, a feeling, thought, consciousness, stepping back from your the thinker and just watching the thoughts go by. If you get distracted, just come back to the breath. It's going to be frustrating, I can assure you. I've had a great deal of frustration with it. If you feel pain, try to address it. If you feel sleepy, increase your effort or just stand up, right? Do something that's going to keep you...
Don't fall asleep standing up.
Don't fall asleep standing up.
I've
Yes.
done that.
So finally, we're going to teach you a technique that I actually developed in the emergency room to help me sort of manage stress levels, right? So this is called one word, one breath. And what you do, first you have to think of a phrase, a 3 to 5 word phrase. Mine is, this moment is perfect. And that's sort of short for, this moment is the perfect teacher. Because when you find yourself in the moment, you're like all revved up. That can teach you an awful lot, right? Suffering lights the path, not suffering is the path. So next, now that we've got a phrase, what you're going to do is take a deep diaphragmatic in-breath, shoulders back, standing, sitting, lying, however you want to, tall. And on the exhalation, in your head, say the first word. So it would be, this would be the first word, so I'll take a deep breath in.
You say this.
And on the second breath, you'd say moment. And on the third breath is. And on the fourth breath, and see how that makes you feel here. Release or exhale all that stress. Just like let your body feel it. Go from the thought of the word to the actual experience that your body is feeling, going from the left brain to the right brain. That is so incredibly important. So, that's an incremental step, but that is huge in terms of your ability to meditate and getting out of that distracted state. So try that out. We hope you enjoy that. So some final words of wisdom, and Malia will tell us about those.
Breathing and thinking are the two most important processes, one for sustaining life and the other for giving it purpose. That quote is by Tasneem Hamid, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly.
And for our final thoughts,
don't forget to set aside meditation time.
And consider that every breath we take is an absolute miracle. If you think about all the ancestors that had to survive to get us here, every chemical process that goes on in our body, every benefit and thing that we are thankful for, that we're actually alive for this very moment. Finally, the breath really can help us get through that gateless gate, and that one that we pass to go from a distracted to a more mindful state. So that's it for now. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation. I know we enjoyed giving it. This is probably about the 5th take. And
it's more than the 5th take.
It's never easy.
Dr. Crystal.
But we'd like to thank you once again for joining us in the Zenjutsu Dojo. And once again, thank you and namaste.